Gardening without edging is like a painting without a frame. It just looks and feels unfinished. But beyond the aesthetics, edging is your garden's first line of defense. It acts as a physical barrier that helps prevent aggressive grass roots from invading your flower beds and keeps your expensive mulch from washing away during heavy rain. Today, we're going to deep dive into 25 incredible ideas. Whether you're looking for a weekend project or a permanent landscape transformation, this video is for you. We begin with the purest and most cost-effective option, the Victorian trench. This requires zero materials, just a sharp blade. The technical secret is the 45-degree angle. You cut the lawn side vertically and the gardens slide at a slope, creating a V shape about 10 centimeters deep. The gap creates a clean break that prevents grass roots from creeping into your flower beds. The deep shadow line it creates gives your garden a clean, professional look, though you'll want to refresh the cut with a spade once in the spring and again in late summer. For a soft, natural transition, consider a wood bark mulch border. The trick here is to use coarse grind, like arborist chips, which decompose much slower than fine mulch. You want to create a buffer zone at least 30 centimeters wide between your lawn and your primary planting beds. This wide margin suppresses weeds and provides a safe swing zone for your lawnmower, ensuring you never accidentally clip your prize-winning perennials. If you have access to a wooded area, laying seasoned timber or fallen logs creates a rustic border that melts into the environment. It's the ultimate choice for a woodland-style garden. Avoid using green wood like willow, as it might sprout. Using seasoned hardwood provides a home for beneficial insects, and it slowly breaks down over the years. It feeds the soil with rich organic matter. Pebbles offer a more refined, decorative finish than using standard rocks. To do this right, use polished beach pebbles or white decorative stones. Dig a shallow trench and line it with heavy-duty landscape fabric to keep the pebbles from mixing with the soil. Use a thin metal or plastic invisible strip to keep the pebbles tightly packed in their channel. This helps prevent rocks from sinking into the soil and reduces weed growth, though occasional maintenance may still be needed. For a serene, water-focused aesthetic, round river rock is unbeatable. To do this right, dig a shallow trench and line it with landscape fabric before adding the stones. This prevents the rocks from sinking into the mud and stops weeds from poking through. Using stones of varying sizes stimulates a natural dry creek bed, which is also a functional way to channel heavier rainwater away from your home's foundation. If you prefer something fluid and eco-friendly, recycled rubber is a modern marvel. Made from recycled tires, these borders are highly durable and resistant to cracking in extreme weather, though it may shift slightly over time if not properly installed. Because they are flexible, they are perfect for circling trees or creating wavy parterres. They are also soft enough to be safe in areas where children or pets play, providing a durable edge that stays put for years. Now, those were the low-cost essentials for edging, but we're just getting started. If you like these tips, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button follow us for more videos just like these every week. For that architectural digest look, Corten's steel is the gold standard. It arrives as raw gray steel, but develops a beautiful protective rust patina over 3 to 6 months. It's incredibly thin, allowing for razor-sharp lines and tight curves. During the first few rains, the rust can bleed, so avoid placing it directly against light-colored concrete or stone to prevent staining. Gabions are wire cages filled with stones, and at a small scale, they make for a powerful architectural border. Use galvanized steel mesh to prevent rust and fill them with stones slightly larger than the mesh openings. This is the best choice for gardens with poor drainage, as water flows through the cages effortlessly while providing a strong, textured visual barrier. Laying reclaimed bricks in an angled soldier pattern adds historical charm and visual rhythm. To keep them from shifting during the winter freeze-thaw cycle, dig a narrow trench and lay 2 inches of leveled sand at the bottom first. By leaning each brick at a 45-degree angle, you create a serrated sawtooth edge that is both beautiful and structurally sound. If you want a hidden professional edge, aluminum is the way to go. It's lightweight, won't rust, and is almost invisible once installed. The secret is to buy the professional grade, thicker aluminum grade rather than cheap variations. Or stake it every 2 feet to ensure it stays anchored in the soil and maintains those perfect clean lines that let your plants take center stage. If you hate string trimming, the mowing strip is for you. This involves placing flat pavers or bricks flush with the ground level. The key is to set the stones half an inch lower than your grass height. This allows your lawnmower's wheel to ride directly on the stone, cutting the grass perfectly to the edge and saving you hours of maintenance every season. For the heavy-duty permanent solution, concrete blocks offer that masonry style aesthetic. They are ideal for tiered gardens or slight slopes. To prevent shifting over time, use a construction adhesive between the layers of blocks. This helps create a solid, unified barrier, especially when combined with a properly compacted base underneath. Massive railway sleepers provide a sense of permanence and weight. Because they are so heavy, you should use rebar stakes driven through pre-drilled holes to anchor them to the earth. This prevents them from rolling or shifting over time. They are deep enough to double as low garden benches or the walls for high-impact raised beds. Use only new or untreated sleepers, safe for gardens. Pressure-treated timber beams are the workhorse of any garden. In wet climates, it is essential to use ground contact rated wood to prevent rot. These thick, square timbers create powerful straight lines that provide architectural strength and a sense of order to any modern landscape design. Composite timber offers the look of natural wood without any of the maintenance. Made from recycled plastic and wood fibers, it won't rot or splinter. However, it does expand in heat. The trick? Leave a small 1/4-inch gap at the joints during installation and allow for the thermal expansion to ensure your border doesn't buckle under the summer sun. Waffle is the ancient technique of weaving flexible branches through stakes to create a nice textured design. It adds a handcrafted artisanal touch to cottage gardens. While it lasts about 3 to 5 years, you can extend its life by charring the ends of vertical stakes in a fire before driving them into the dirt, which creates a natural barrier against rot. Fieldstone adds an unmatched organic texture. To do this correctly, don't just set rocks on top of the grass. Dig a 3-inch trench, fill it with crushed gravel, and then set your stones. This prevents them from sinking into the lawn over the years and ensures they remain a permanent, sturdy feature of your landscape. By burying log sections upright and at different heights, you can create a wave-like pattern on your border. It's a great way to use wood from trees felled on your property. And here's a pro tip. Use a hidden layer of landscape fabric behind the logs to keep the soil from leaking out through the vertical cracks when you water your plants. Curved or scalloped clay roofing tiles, partially buried, create an interesting repeating pattern perfect for European-style gardens. These are fragile, so they are best suited for low-traffic areas where they won't be hit by lawn equipment. The terracotta color contrasts beautifully against silver-toned foliage like lavender. For a seaside theme, use wooden stakes connected with a heavy rope. To ensure longevity in the rain, use synthetic manila rope. It looks identical to natural hemp but won't rot or grow mold. It's a subtle way to define paths without creating a heavy, rigid boundary. Choosing the right edging is the most important decision that you can make in your garden to define its character. Once your edging complete and your garden is ready for flowers, be sure to click that link below because we can help you with all of your flower needs, available online and of course right here at Wildwood Outdoor Living in store. Now these next tips are for our more creative folk out there, so we thought we'd throw these in anyway. Not traditional, but unique. Using mismatched china plates adds that storybook whimsy, if that's what you're going for. Use dinner-sized plates to overlap them by 2 inches for structural strength. This works best in heavy clay soils that hold the plates firmly in place. Lining up terracotta pots rim to rim creates that rustic, earthy texture. To prevent them from cracking during a Canadian winter, fill the pots with pea gravel rather than soil. This ensures perfect drainage and prevents ice from expanding inside the clay and shattering your border. Glass bottles buried neck down creates a unique, bold upcycling border. Always bury them upside down to prevent them from filling with water and breeding insects. In colder climates, use thicker glass like beer or soda bottles rather than thin wine bottles to ensure they don't crack during a hard freeze. For a more industrial vibe, half-buried hubcaps or scrap metal can create that more rustic look. Focus on chrome finishes for high-end reflection and pre-drill small holes in the bottom edge of the metal to allow water to drain, preventing any mosquito breeding grounds. Always make sure edges are smooth and safe. Large clay draining pipes cut in half provide a sturdy geometric border. These are amazing for heat-loving plants like tomatoes or peppers. The clay acts as a thermal battery, absorbing heat during the day and radiating it back to the soil at night, giving your border plants a growth-boosting microclimate. Edging defines your space and protects your investment. Whether you choose a free Victorian trench or that very unique antique clay plate border, the best time is to start now. Which of these of the 25 is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below what you would or wouldn't do.